Hey everybody, I'm Garrett with Diary of a Family. Welcome to another live stream. So I am not with Carolyn today. So you might be, oops, sorry. What time zone? Can I get a shout out? So we are live right now. Trying to get everything going. I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona right now, and Carolyn is in Amarillo. Why is that, you might ask? Well, we finished the fun time we had at the balloon fiesta, and we had to go. So had we known, we probably would have planned for a whole nother week, but yeah. So we're in, what is it, mountain time. So 6 p.m. should be 8 p.m. Central, according to my brain, but we'll see how that goes. So I have a quick message from Carolyn. Carolyn will jump on the chat and will be answering questions in the chat, but here's a quick message from her.
Hey D-Fam, I've just completed my first day back in Amarillo without the family. When you're seeing this, I will have completed 3 more of my scheduled shifts and we'll have just 1 more week to go before I can join Garrett and the kids in Arizona. So looking forward to that, missing all of you, keeping up with you on Facebook and Instagram and here on YouTube. But I am totally missing being there during this live stream, but I will tune in during that time that Garrett is going live. Bye everyone!
So why might we be in Flagstaff and Carolyn is in Amarillo? Well, we had to get our trailer in for warranty work before our 1 year was up with us buying our trailer, and that was the 23rd of October, I believe. So yeah, it has been quite an interesting journey. We've got most of the warranty work done, and we are planning on finishing just a few other items really soon. So, but we've been busy here in Flagstaff, sorry, and let's see what some of these guys have been up to. So, hey, hi. Come join us.
Hi.
Emma, come the other side. Right over here. All right. So these two kiddos have been busy. What have we been working on?
Junior Ranger badges.
How many have we gotten?
A lot.
All right. So the kids got 2 Junior Ranger badges while they've been here in Flagstaff. Blah. Huh. So, what? Emma, tell us about the first Junior Ranger badge you got.
Here?
Yes.
It was the canyon.
Yeah. What is it?
Walnut Canyon.
So we went to Walnut Canyon National Monument, and what was at Walnut Canyon, guys?
I'm gonna go down a bunch of huts that people who lived back then made.
Yep.
And we got to go in some of them.
Uh-huh. And where were they at? Were they just on a big massive field? Were they in the sea? Where were they?
They were in the canyon.
They were in the canyon. They were built into the canyon walls, weren't they?
Yeah.
It was really, really cool. What'd you think of it?
It was really, really fun.
Uh-huh.
And there were a lot of cool things to see. All the things that the people made.
Yep.
And there were a bunch of animals and plants and things to see. Like, there's a lot of things.
Yep. All right. So, what else? Timmy, tell us about what you saw at Walnut Canyon. Come here. What were your thoughts about Walnut Canyon?
It was fun.
Yeah. And
In that place was fun.
yeah.
And going in those houses were fun.
Oh, yeah.
Can you go back to playing?
Let's talk about the second one real quick.
Okay.
Remember, what is the second one that we went to? What did it have to do with?
A volcano.
Yep. So we went to, what was it, Cinder Hills Volcano? Or I forget the name exactly, but it was a whole junior ranger badge about volcanoes. Emma, tell us about your thoughts of there. Just talk.
It was fun.
Yeah.
We got to see videos of lava in the exhibits.
Yep.
And we saw the volcano.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else?
We saw a lot
Do you think we'll go find something else?
Yeah, and also
Yep. So there are what?
also at the lava thing there was an earthquake thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Hey,
Yeah.
Addison. Okay.
And you can make a look for a jay, an Albert squirrel, and a tarantula.
Yep.
And we saw those.
There is at least one more junior ranger badge that's within driving distance of Flagstaff. So we'll probably try and get that when Carolyn comes and meets back up with us in a couple days. Hopefully by Saturday she'll be up here with us. So thanks guys. Go back to playing.
Okay, bye.
Oh, okay. I'm blanking on the name. I didn't pull it up of the volcano junior ranger badges that we went to, but they're both all in they call it the San Francisco volcano like something line or something range. There was like 900 volcanoes that erupted in the past couple thousand years, tens of thousands of years, I don't know. Long time ago, they blew up all over here. And so one of the places we're camping, and we'll talk about that later, is at Cinder Hills off-road vehicle area. And that basically is nothing but volcanic rock. And it's really flat though, which is great. So, that being said, oh gosh, we have been busy. Most of the things we're doing is trailer related, getting all the warranty stuff done, and because Carolyn had to go back and finish up, we wouldn't have had enough time to make it all the way back to Amarillo and then get the trailer all the way back to Flagstaff in time for the warranty work getting done in time. So we did have a few complications, but unfortunately that is life. We called and made an appointment to get our trailer in probably about 2-3 months ago, and I told the person that I was talking to, hey, this is what's going on. We're customers of RV Country from Washington State. We need to get warranty work done in Flagstaff, and while we're there, we just, we need to get this stuff done. And so I told them, hey, I will send you a link I'll send you all the pictures that the company here in Washington sent me, and all that. So yeah, for some reason I sent all of the emails. I made sure to include all of the pictures, which was quite a bit, and they were like, okay, well, we'll get it. And I called them, yeah, I got the emails, and supposedly that's what they needed. They needed serial numbers, they needed pictures and all that kind of stuff to be able to submit all the order stuff. Well, they didn't order anything that we needed. Basically, there was some kind of lack of communication, some kind of something, I don't know what. And None of the parts got ordered. They had us in the system, and they got pretty much all of the work done beforehand. But there's 3 parts. There's a trim piece that fell off on the driver's side. There is the kitchen door, outdoor kitchen, the door is warped, and so they need to order that. And then the 3rd part was the fireplace was bad, and they would just replace that. They hope to have most of the parts in about 4 days. So hopefully earlier this week, in the next day or 2, they'll have everything in, so we'll be able to go back and get everything we needed. The fireplace itself does work, but when you turn it off, the power doesn't turn off, so it stays lit, and so it's continuing to draw power from our batteries. And when you're boondocking and stuff like that, and you need to conserve power, then that is something that's really kind of necessary. And as we're getting into the winter season, we need to have that working. So when we are boondocking or not, or wherever we're at, we need to be able to have access to that electric fireplace. So yeah, it's frustrating for sure. Let me pull up some of these commenting. How do I like boondocking? I'm sorry if I'm skipping around, guys. Carolyn should be answering a lot of the questions in here. So she is the one manning the chat. Gosh, I'm trying to keep my brain going up. So yeah. First thoughts on boondocking. Let's get to that in a little bit. I see some people talking about, what was it? Yeah, I think someone's talking about my new channel. And for all of you that are joining, if you haven't joined, or if you're interested in finding a let me see here. There we go. If you are interested in learning how to make YouTube videos and how to grow channels and get your story out there, I started a brand new channel, and it's called RV Media Creators, and I highly suggest you go check it out. Even if you're not super big into it and you want to just give us some love because you like Diary of a Family, head over there and check that out, RV Media Creators. And I am basically wanting to help people that are full-time living in a trailer, that want to share their story. It doesn't need to be even need to be a trailer. It can be a van, it could be travel trailer, it could be a Class A, it could be whatever. It's not a big deal. But there are certain unique challenges that telling your story on the road presents itself. And I wanted to go over those things, as well as just how to make better videos. And so go check that out, and we'll see you guys over there. I asked a bunch, have you checked Kingman? I'm not sure what Kingman is. Okay. We are next assignment cooking yet. Well, Carolyn can answer that. We are looking for stuff in Arizona, possibly, and we're doing like interviews and stuff at the moment. So that is what's going on there. All right, let's talk about boondocking. We kind of got a taste of boondocking while we were at the Balloon Fiesta. However, we were
Daddy,
what, buddy?
go pee in the bucket.
Okay. Boondocking experiences. Albuquerque, we had our very first kind of experience of boondocking, and that was Monday to Monday, so about 8 days. But the only difference there was that gosh, Timmy's just is that water was really close, and we were around like 40 families, and so a lot of things we could just be like, hey, could you help me with this? And they're like, yep, that's fine, I'll be right over. And so we got here, we spent one night at a Cracker Barrel, and then we went from a Cracker Barrel to the trailer in the shop. We spent 2 days, 2 horrible days in a hotel. Yes, sorry about that. The bathroom is way over there, and I just didn't want to explain on air where that was. Anyways, oh gosh, back to the boondocking experience and kind of our experience overall here. Hotels with 3 kids and by yourself as a parent, don't try and do that. It doesn't really work too well. The kids literally were jumping all over that room the whole time, and because like cold weather and stuff like that, I couldn't just let them go run, and they didn't have a pool there and all that kind of jazz. So we found out, hey, your trailer was done kind of the first day that we were there, and we're like, okay, well, we'll pick it up the next day. And after we picked it up, I was trying to figure out, okay, where do I park it? I was looking all over while the trailer was in the shop for boondocking spots, so we can just go and get some boondocking in and kind of save us some money. Well, long story short, I couldn't really find anything that would work for us, and so I'm like, you know what? Let's just go into a trailer park and let's just get it done. Just get it in a spot, park it, let's hang out there. So we went to the Flagstaff KOA. That was actually a fairly nice park. If you've been to the KOA here in Flagstaff, it's pretty cool. They have actually a wonderful what do you call it, playground for the kids. It is kid friendly. Half the parks here were not kid friendly. They had like age restriction signs on there for like 55 and up, and it's like, really? Whatever. Anyways, so we stayed 2 days there, got our tanks clean, got videos done, got things caught up, and yeah, we were still trying to figure out places, and at this point I started looking kind of east of Flagstaff, found a couple spots out there that were like, okay, this spot could work. It's right off a forest road, and it might do it, it might not. But then we came across the Cinder Hills OHV Park, and it is still National Forest land, but it also is kind of co-run by the state of Arizona for what do you call it? For off-road vehicle use. So they have a certain portion of the 28,000 acres set aside for off-road vehicle trails and stuff like that. But out here there was a huge section that was super flat and super wide open that was for camping. So we picked a spot there, packed up, headed over there yesterday, and you know, we actually had a pretty good time while we were there. So far, our experiences, and I'll show you a little video in a little bit, kind of closer to the end of this video, from the campground itself. Because the fact that it's literally kind of on a lava field, it is very dusty. The rocks are very, very small and pumice, and it's black sand, basically sand and dirt, which means the second the kids go outside, they have dirt all over them. I've been fighting trying to keep them somewhat clean. And you know, letting the kids go out there and play, it's very nice because of the fact that there's not a ton of people there. I can say, hey, go play out in front of the trailer, and as long as I can see them through my windows or where I'm sitting right outside, then fantastic. What was really tough about this transition that I noticed is that Emma and Timmy and Eddie had unlimited friends at the balloon fiesta, and we will be having a ton of content coming out very shortly of the balloon fiesta, and you're not going to want to miss any of that. It was absolutely spectacular, and I really kind of hope we can go back next year, but we got to kind of figure things out. That being said, the kids went from a fenced-in area with 48 other families and all kinds of friends their age, and everybody was looking out for each other's kids and all that. And so we had, kind of the safety blanket, and that allowed us to kind of let the kids, as long as they abide by certain rules, to go and kind of just play with their friends. Well, what ended up happening is we went from that to a 6.5 hour truck ride to Flagstaff, followed by 2 days in a hotel. And we did get to go to a park, and they did play while they're at that park. However, we didn't get enough kid time since we've been here. But, kids got a ton of playtime with their friends in Albuquerque. So, and they were able to also play with some friends at the KOA. The KOA had actually a surprising number of families there, which actually made it kind of cool. So, doesn't look like KOA now. Well, I mean, it looks like the KOA was fairly decent for us. The roads were kind of narrow, and I didn't really get much footage while I was there. I was more in other mode, not shooting mode, so I didn't really document a whole lot of that part of the trip. But the playground was really well made and was really big, so a lot of kids could play on it. And then, hey Timmy, Emma will be right back. Okay? That's where the potty is. Go play. We're almost done. All right, it's starting to get dark here, so I need to kind of start wrapping things up a bit. Yeah. Yes, I know. Don't envy me. But I think we'll be able to make it just fine. Our first night, I tried to use a a propane indoor space heater to keep the trailer warm, so I wasn't using a battery. Quickly found out after about 2 a.m. and I'd already gone through one whole container that probably wasn't the best idea for a cold night. So I switched out to another container. That worked for the rest of the night, but it got down to about 50 degrees in the trailer. So I'm gonna do it a little different. I think it's probably gonna be cheaper for me to run the generator through the night and keep the temperature controlled by the heater. So that is the plan for right now. And we'll see how tonight goes, and then we'll kind of adjust accordingly. It's probably cheaper. I'm doing it more based off the costs. It's probably cheaper to pay for gas and the 40-pound propane tanks than it is to pay for those little tiny propane tanks. It was like 4 of them for like $10, and I can get pretty much a 40-pound tank filled up for less than that. So yes, we are back in the trailer. The trailer will probably go back in once those items get in to be installed, and then from there we'll be off to our next destination. When Carolyn gets here, we'll probably be relocating to the Grand Canyon area, which should be a lot of fun. We have reservations from Carolyn's work. They gave us some. They have an incentive program that after you finish your first contract, they give you so much money for a adventure. And we were looking at all the different adventures, and most of them you could pay for half the family with that amount of money. But we were able to get reservations right on the rim of the Grand Canyon, and we'll be there for like 5 days, which we're really excited about. We have a couple good boondocking locations that we hope to try and get to while we are while we're trying to go do a couple, maybe a few days of boondocking up there just before we have to get to move into the park. So no, we're not using the AC at night. We're using just the furnace, but maybe that's a different conversation. Oh yeah, X marks the spot is in Georgia, which probably means it's still a little bit warm there. Anyways, so let's go ahead. 2 things on this next video that I wanted to show you. One is a tour of the campground that we are in. The second one, you want to see this, is our new subscriber shout outs. We got a bunch of new subscribers in the past week or so we want to give you guys a shout out, so enjoy. All right, here is a quick tour of our campsite. It is on a lava field, and the whole Cinder Hills area is full of black rock and dust. And since it probably hasn't rained here in a while, dust gets everywhere. And so far I've cleaned my kids off probably about half a dozen times in under 24 hours. Well, a little over 24 hours. But so this is where we're parked. And not a whole lot. Let's see here. There we go. Got our trailer there. Got the truck there. Him. Timmy, Emma playing in the dirt. And I mean, it looks like from here that there's not a lot of people, but they're kind of just dotted throughout the trees. And then the main road is right here. So people come zimming back and forth quite often. Overall, I kind of wish that they would be a little bit slower, but we're far enough away that I feel safe. Just working on boundaries with the kids, not going too close to the road.
Hi again, D-Fam, it's Carolyn, and I'm here to give you our subs. Here's our sub shout out to all you new D-Fammers. We are at 715 subscribers, so we're only 285 away from our goal of 1,000. So here's your shout outs, guys. Savannah Gotcha, Lightning Dust, Crossroads, Travels with Delaney, Joss Ferguson, The Best of Us, the Floros, and Haley Family. Hey, check some of those channels out. They're awesome. And you guys, keep being awesome D-Fammers and living life intentionally. Bye, guys.
All right, thank you all you new subscribers. Welcome to the D-Fam. I can't wait to get the we miss Carolyn very much. I miss Carolyn very much. It is very nice to be able to have that second parent, and I do not envy all you single parents. So my hat goes off to you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. And anyways, we're gonna go ahead and call it night. It's pretty much almost black here. Edison here. Yeah, Eddie. Can you say hi? Yeah. Eddie here has taken off his socks and shoes in a playground that's pitch black. So I need to go take care of that. Yeah, you're being a stinker bye. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, live life intentionally.
Bye.
Bye. All right, here you go. Yay.